Better late than ever, am I right? Okay. Hey guys, it's Sumari BG. Today we are finally going to talk about Dino Fury Episode 8, Unexpected Guest, and yes, let's just get into this, shall we? Dino Fury Episode 8. So, this episode starts out with the Rangers fighting in their Megazord, fighting some monster or whatever. Then all of a sudden, something happens to their Megazord. The Zords keep falling apart and falling apart. Then they land right in Dinohenge, right outside the statues. And then they notice a fly flying around. And then, guess what? It is Mechanic from Power Rangers Ninja Steel. That's right. He is returned this episode because of the title. Unexpected Guest. Anyway, more about this episode. So he demorphs into human, and so do the Rangers. And Mechanic has said that he has got pictures with lots of Rangers from the Ranger multiverse around the galaxy. So he really wants their help finding the Nexus Prism. Again, Power Ranger nerd, from Power Rangers Ninja Steel. If you're a Power Ranger nerd, you would know what this is, because it's from Ninja Steel that gave the Ninja Steel Rangers their powers and all that stuff. So Zato does not know what this guy is doing, and he doesn't know if he could be really worthy to get help from. So he's like, no, we can't help you. I don't know you. I don't know what this Nexus Prism is, but please. So we're just going to go deal with the other stuff. So some of the others try to convince him to help him, but he refuses to. So they get down to basics, all that, and then they return to their normal everyday hobbies. So, meanwhile, at Buzz Blast, we see that Javi and Amelia are working, and then Mechanic, we all know, of course, he has the power to disguise himself. He sneaks in, then J-Borg catches him, and then he causes, a big, accident or something, whatever. I don't really remember because much. I mean to watch the episode again if I would like to, but still. That causes this problem, and then there's a monster outside, which is a wolf-themed monster. I don't really remember the name of it, but this is the moment where all 5 Rangers are standing together, and Zato calls out, "It's morphin' time!" But before he does that, I think Mechanic disguises himself. They all do their morph, and he does that. It's morphin' time, kind of like in the trailer that we saw when we were first introduced to Dino Fury. So, more about the episode. They head back down to the base for whatever reason. So they have a plan to. So they're trying to figure out a plan. The Rangers leave, and then it's just Solon and Mick, because Mick asked, "Do you have a kitchen?" Because I have an idea. And he said that he's also hungry, and so is Solon. So, with the rest of this episode, the Rangers teleported to the location of where the Nexus Prism is. Zato morphs up his antennas, then he does the most coolest thing ever. Okay, well, it is cool, but this next part is really cool. He touches his hand on the prism, trying to read its backstory or whatever, and it shows the Morphin Masters. But not only that, they created, sorry if it's raining outside, but they created the Dino Thunder Gems, the Dino Gems, the Dino Charge Energems, and they created the Nexus Prism. The Morphin Masters are from, Episode 1, and they created all the Dino powers and the Ninja Steel power as well. So they sent to Nexus Prism to Earth. They show the footage from Ninja Steel of Levi getting his Ninja Star. And then, all along, it turns out the Morphin Masters have been watching Ranger teams and Beast Morphers. And then Zato says, including us. So, do that, monsters show up, then they morph. So, as Mick earlier, he teleports and shows up. He throws this treat into the howling wolf monster's mouth, and then he has a high-pitched voice for some reason, because that's what the treat thingy does. So they do that, then do the Megazord fight, and then they retrieve Sporex. They defeat Boom Tower, but then the Nexus Prism just came out of the water. They were pretty much on the docks at this scene. So the Nexus Prism flies away, and, okay, so my theory is, so you know how we were announced to Ion, thankfully I pronounced his name right, Ion, the Gold Ranger, and his Zord, the Mozo Racer Zord. My theory is that since the Morphin Masters created those powers of the Ranger teams, and Ninja Steel, Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, and of course Dino Fury, maybe the Nexus Prism is sent to wake up the Mozo Razor Zord to get ready for the next few episodes we're about to have later this year in fall, when we get introduced to Ion the Gold Ranger. So that's pretty much my theory for that. As soon as they get back down to the base, it actually cuts away to the scene where with Void Knight, and it turns out he has a human love person, a love on a human person that is held I wouldn't say like held captive or something, but he's gonna try to he admitted his promise that he would do everything he can to get his love back, and then so that leaves us with a cliffhanger for some reason, for something else actually. So as soon as the Rangers get down to the base, they're hungry, they're all starving and all, but then they notice some candy as soon as they put the Sporksies back. They notice some candy, they all take a piece, and then Solon and Mick return from the kitchen, and then the Rangers start to have animal sounds coming out of their mouths because the candy's allowing them to do that. So they think of a way, but then Solon, she lets out a huge roar, and then their voices get back to normal and all. So that's that, and that... So, and then they do that, and then Zato apologizes for Mick that, I guess you're not a maniac after all, and you really need our help. I'm sorry about that. So, they do that. Mick catches his space taxi, which he's, I think, mentioned before in Ninja Steel. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up episode 8. Also, Power Rangers Dino Fury is scheduled to be on Netflix on June 15th, and there's going to be episodes that haven't even premiered yet on Netflix instead of Nickelodeon. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad I finally got this video out. I know it's been a long time since I have wanted to do this video, episode 8 of Dino Fury. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, turn on notifications, go follow me on my other social medias, and I will see you all later.
Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, turn on notifications, don't follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and I will see you all next time.